Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatye Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Paramanandamadhavam Paramanandamadhavam. We begin the study of Gita chapter 9. The Gita chapter 9 is titled Rājavidyā Rājaguhyaṃ Yoga. Big title, no? Rājavidyā Rājaguhyaṃ Yoga. Translated as Rājavidyā, kingly knowledge, royal knowledge. Rājaguhyaṃ, royal secret, kingly secret. Something concerning some king, some royal, something. As we study, we will understand what these terms mean. Yoga means union. We come to unite with the highest reality through means. So not from here, suppose I want to go there, I walk. That's a means. That's a means for me to connect. Suppose I have to go from here to Malabar Hills. I take a car, bus. That's a means. So that through which I unite myself, I reach somewhere, I come to go somewhere, attain something, is called as means or yoga. Yujyate anena. Yuj means to unite. So that by which I come to unite is called yoga. Right? So here yoga is not pranayama, some breathing exercises, some physical exercises. They are means for good health. Therefore they called as yoga. Here, the means to unite with the highest reality is Rajavidyā, which is Rājaguhyaṃ. It's a great knowledge and it is a great secret. Everybody is interested in knowing secrets. So Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, I'm going to tell you a secret. And it's not a normal secret, it's a royal secret. What do you mean royal secret? These are high things, not available for everybody. You need to have special connections. What's happening in the PMO? Do you know? Do you know? I know. How do you know? I got special connections. So Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, I'm going to teach you something very, very rare, not readily available. When you say secret, it does not mean it should not be shared. There are two implications of the word secret. Guhya, that's a word here. One is that it should not be shared, or that which should be shared to very, very few people. That's called secret, is it not? We usually think secret, everybody knows it. But that's not the point here. Here secret means it is rare, it is known to a rare few. Right? That's the meaning of secret. What did I say? Secret has got two connotations, that which should not be shared and that which is known to a rare few. Spiritual knowledge is known to a rare few, not because it is not to be shared, but because very few are interested. How many people would be there in this Hiranandani complex? That's how it is called, is it not? This place called Hiranandani complex, right? How many people would be there? How many people are sitting in front of me? It's not that they did not give information. Definitely they have given information. But even though information is shared, not many come to know. Not many have this knowledge. And therefore, it is a secret. And what is the secret? The secret is in the form of knowledge. Always secret is a knowledge only. Is it not? When you hide something from somebody, what are you hiding something? You are hiding some information, some knowledge, something. Usually, a secret is something what you are hiding from somebody, some knowledge. Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, I'm going to share with you a very, very great knowledge which is rarely known, rarely understood. Our Gurudev, in tradition, sometimes, this idea was there, this knowledge should not be given to anybody. It should be shared with only a ripe adhikari. Such kinds of words were used. So who are all adhikari? Very, very few people, some brahmanas. Women? No. Should not share. Such kind of wrong notions were there. And sometimes, it was said that you can share with anybody. Man, woman, doesn't matter. Caste, creed, doesn't matter. But the point is that you must share with those ripe people who have got the capability to understand. So that way also, they kept this knowledge a secret. Didn't share with everybody. So our Gurudev was sharing this knowledge with everybody, na? Swami Shanmyanaji was sharing this knowledge with everybody. And when he was sharing with everybody, some people got very upset. They said, Swamiji, This knowledge was given to you by Sri Swami Tapon Maharaj. You went to the Himalayas and you got this knowledge, and you are now giving this knowledge to everybody. Is it right? Will they be able to receive it? It requires a certain maturity to gain this knowledge, Swamiji. You are giving to everybody. Swamiji said very beautifully, you know, the knowledge itself will find its recipient. You don't have to worry about it. Meaning, this knowledge we can give to everybody, but very few people will be able to understand it also. The knowledge will find its recipient. So, even though all of you are sitting here, going to listen to it, the knowledge will find its recipient. What do you mean, Swamiji, the knowledge will find its recipient? Just because you're sitting here doesn't mean you'll understand it. Just because I'm going to explain it, it doesn't mean you're going to understand it. Then what? Swamiji, you must explain nicely with some stories and jokes. Then we will understand. No amount of story, no amount of jokes, no amount of laughter, no amount of anecdotes, no amount of anything is going to actually help this knowledge come through. Then what? What is required is from your end a sincerity. From your end a discipline. From your end a deep interest. This is required. Are you all ready? Are you all ready? I am ready. I am ready to study, and I am ready to share, and I am ready to loudly reflect upon it. But are you all ready to receive it? What is required? An interest, a deep longing. Yes, I want to know it. Why? This is Rājavidyā. It is a great knowledge. It's a royal knowledge. All right. Now, when I said that there is something required from your end, deep interest, please don't think that deep interest is only in your mind. You have a deep interest. And then, Swamiji, I've got a deep interest. Come on, go ahead. No. With deep interest, what all is required is certain things you need to come here with. What, Swamiji? What should I come here with? Number one, the book. All of you have the book with you? Gita chapter 9. How many of you do not have the book with you? Please raise your hand. See, a lot of you. It doesn't matter today. Tomorrow, all of you should have the book. Bhagavad Gita book, chapter 9. Even if you don't have the entire book, at least chapter 9 you should have. At least the verses you should have. Why? Because they will chant and we will all repeat. Okay? Book. Number one. Number two, notebook. Notebook, what for? This is not some story I'm going to tell you. You know, in stories, you know what happened? Ramayana, Mahabharata and Bhagavata and those kind of stories. In between, if you sleep also, it doesn't matter. Because you know the story already. And after you wake up, the story continues. You must have seen all these kind of katha kalakshepa, they call, na? They get up in the middle also, they go, and in between they come back, and again they will understand. There's no problem. They'll continue. But this is not going to be like that. We will take every word of the text, we will explain, and you will understand. And as you understand, you please make your notes. I know now there are many people don't carry notebooks also, they have their mobiles. Tuck, 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 they take their notes. Some way you must have, whether you have a book, whether you have a notebook or whether you have a tablet or whether you have a mobile, something you must have to take your notes. All right? So book, notebook, of course you require a pen. Okay? So what all of you are going to bring tomorrow? Book, notebook, pen. Promise? Promise? Yes. All of you. The book should be available there. Otherwise, even in your home, there should be a Bhagavad Gita book. If it is not there, it's time you get one. Okay? So now, we will start. Okay. Verse 1. As you first chant one portion, they will repeat and then finish all the 4. Then we will chant the whole verse once together. Okay.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Atha navamō'dhyāyaḥ.
Atha navamō'dhyāyaḥ.
śrībhagavānuvācha. idaṃ tu te guhyatamaṃ. pravakṣyāmyanasūyavē.
pravakṣyāmyanasūyavē.
jñānaṃ vijñānasahitam.
jñānaṃ vijñānasahitam.
yajjñātvā mōkṣyasē'śubhāt.
yajjñātvā mōkṣyasē'śubhāt.
śrībhagavānuvācha. idaṃ tu te guhyatamaṃ. pravakṣyāmyanasūyavē. jñānaṃ vijñānasahitam. yajjñātvā mōkṣyasē'śubhāt.
Idaṃ, first word. The word idaṃ means this. Idaṃ jñānaṃ. Do you see there's one more word jñānaṃ there? Idaṃ tu te guhyatamaṃ pravakṣyāmyanasūyavē jñānaṃ. Do you see that word there? Vijñānasahitam. That idaṃ, this jñānaṃ. Idaṃ jñānaṃ. Idaṃ jñānaṃ means what? This knowledge. What do you mean by this? Meaning, the knowledge which I have given you, this is 9th chapter. So the knowledge that I given you till the 8th chapter, the knowledge I'm going to give you from the 10th to the 18th chapter, and the knowledge I am going to give you in the 9th chapter, everything put together is idaṃ jñānaṃ. What does it mean? It means the knowledge which the Lord is giving, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is giving in this chapter, is not just a knowledge which is of one chapter, but this is a knowledge, this is a summary, this is the essence of the knowledge of all chapters. Meaning, the Lord says, Arjuna, this is a very important chapter for you. Why? Because this is a essence chapter. In the Bhagavad Gita, yesterday also Swami Swarupanji was telling, there are some chapters which are very, very important because they contain the summary. Chapter 2 is an important chapter. Why? Chapter 2 contains a summary of the Bhagavad Gita in prospect. Prospect? Meaning, what is going to come in the entire Bhagavad Gita, the essence comes in the second chapter. Therefore, second chapter is summary in prospect. The 18th chapter is a summary in retrospect. Retrospect means the whole Bhagavad Gita, 18 chapters, Bhagavad Gita is 18 chapters, right? So the whole Bhagavad Gita is getting over, and therefore what the Lord does is that in the 18th chapter, He summarizes all the important points and presents in the 18th chapter. So summary in retrospect. And you see where the Bhagavad Gita 9th chapter is? It is in the middle. 18 chapters, 9th in the middle. So what does the 9th chapter contain? The 9th chapter contains the summary of those which have happened up to 8 and those which are going to happen. So what the Lord does is that whatever He has spoken before, whatever He is going to speak afterwards, everything He puts together and presents in one go in the 9th chapter, making the 9th chapter a kind of diadem. Diadem? A chudamani. A central jewel. And thus the Bhagavad Gita 9th chapter is a central jewel in the garland of the 18 beads. No? 18 beads are there, so to say, and then you form a garland of Bhagavad Gita. In that the 9th chapter holds a central jewel. And therefore you will find this is a very, very beautiful chapter. As you study, you will see how beautiful it is. Idaṃ, jñānaṃ, idaṃ tu. See, you see, idaṃ tu. Is there a word, idaṃ tu? Idaṃ, what is that? Idaṃ tu guhyatamaṃ. Is there, is it not?
Idaṃ tu te.
Idaṃ tu te guhyatamaṃ is there, no? Tu. What is tu here? Tu is to contrast with what has happened before. In the 8th chapter, the Lord has given the method to worship Him, upasana. And following the upasana, a kind of worship of the Lord with qualities, saguna, then such a person who is a worshipper of the Lord that way, he goes to the world of the Lord, what they call Brahmaloka and all, and there he gets that ultimate knowledge. This is called Krama Mukti. Those of you who studied Vedanta will know this. Those of you who not studied, it's okay. Some information you are getting. In the 8th chapter, this was the method of teaching. Whereas in 9th chapter, it is going to be direct. In other words, the Lord is going to speak about His real nature, His true nature, His formless nature, knowing which a person sees that he himself is that Lord and becomes liberated. If the Lord is all pervasive, if the Lord is everywhere, to say I am not the Lord is to limit the Lord, is it not? If the Lord is all pervasive, will you be different from the Lord? If the Lord is everywhere, can you be other than the Lord? Ocean is everywhere. Ocean is everywhere. The wave in the ocean, is it other than the ocean? Yes or no? The bubble in the ocean, Is it other than the ocean? If God is everywhere, then you are also God in essence. This knowledge of oneself being the ultimate reality, this knowledge of oneself being the Lord alone in truth, in essence, this is the ultimate knowledge. That knowledge of oneself, not the knowledge of ocean, not the knowledge of wave. Ocean is ocean, wave is wave. Ocean is mighty, wave is but a minuscule in that ocean. But both the ocean and the wave are nothing but water and water and water and only water. In the earlier chapter 8, the ocean was described. The Lord in his kavim puranam anushasitaram, etc., etc. The Lord in his totality was described. But in this chapter, the Lord in truth will be described. Describing the Lord in all his majesty is one thing. Describing the Lord in all his purity is another thing. Describing the Lord in all his magnificence is one thing. Describing the Lord in his essence is another thing. Idaṃ tu. In this chapter, but. Tu means but. But is to contrast. In the earlier chapter, we described the Lord in his glory and magnificence, in his vastness. Whereas in this chapter, O Arjuna, I shall describe to you the Lord in his essence, in his truth. And that is what? Guhyatamaṃ. That is generally not understood. You can go to the temples, you can worship the Lord. You can go to the church and the mosque and worship the Lord. You can look at the mighty Himalayas and say, ah, the Lord, in expression. You can stand in awe and wonder at the cosmos and say, ah, the Lord, in expression. But very rarely can we look into ourselves, into the depths of ourselves, into the core of ourselves, and see that spark of consciousness, that life, and see that this consciousness, this existence, this spark of bliss and beatitude which enlivens me is the same spark of life that enlivens everybody, every creature, right from an amoeba to a whale, right from an ant to an elephant. And understanding this true nature, this life, this principle of consciousness, this existence is nothing but the Lord, and that Lord is me. Because behind this body, behind this mind is the spark of life, this consciousness. That consciousness is the Lord in its true nature. Like how behind the ocean, which is so vast, is the water which is its true nature, and behind the wave which is small is the water alone. In the same way, behind the Lord which was described as vast and magnificent and large, and behind me who's small and puny, but in both of them is the same water. The ocean and the wave, same water. In the same way, in the Lord and me is the same consciousness. This is rare. Is it not? Is it easily available? Worship the Lord. How? Go to the temple, offer a puja, break a coconut, ring the bell, do a arti. Good, good. Good, good. But what is the true worship of the Lord? The true worship of the Lord is to see that Lord as oneself and recognize in one's heart that Lord's presence. This is a true best worship of the Lord. And that the Lord says, I shall teach you in this chapter. Are you interested? No, we are not interested in this. We thought Bhagavan Sri Krishna is going to tell how to worship him and how to pray to him and how to, some stotra we can chant. I thought some Bhagavad Gita means something, some chanting will. What is this? This Swamiji is telling something totally different. I am not telling anything different. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, I am going to teach you this. This secret I am going to teach you. Are you interested? If you are interested, the Lord will teach you. If you are not interested, then you lose a secret. The Lord himself is going to tell his secret. Is it not wonderful? He does not say Guhya. Look at the word guhyatamaṃ. Guhya means secret. Guhyatara means great secret or greater secret. And guhyatamaṃ means greatest secret. Great, greater, greatest. What do we call that? In English grammar we have, no? Huh? Comparative superlative. Yes. Big, bigger, biggest. Bigger is comparative, biggest is superlative. Great, greater, greatest. Great is Guhya. Secret is Guhya. Guhyatara is a greater secret. Guhyatama is a greatest secret. Swamiji, if it is greatest secret, then what is the greater secret? And what is the great secret that you should tell? Yes, we will tell you. The knowledge of dharma which is given in the Veda is Guhya secret. Dharma, what is right, what is wrong, that is also secret. Many times it is not evident, is it not? Don't we ask sometimes, what should I do? What should I do? Do you ask or no? Yes, we ask. No, Swamiji, we tell the other person what to do. What I should do, I never ask. In the crossroads of life, in the haunts of dilemma, when we are stuck and when we ask, what should I do? That is a knowledge of dharma which the Veda gives. That is Guhya. Dharma. Okay. Next, the Vedas also teach. Vedas? Veda, all of you? Yeah, some Veda, we know there is a Veda. The Veda is a collection of the entire scriptural wisdom, you can say, of which Bhagavad Gita is the essence. There was one, when they chanted the Dhyana Shloka, there was a verse, Sarvopanishado gavo dogdha gopalanandana partho vatsa suder bhokta dugdham gitamritam mahat. Sarvopanishado gavo. All the Upanishads, the entire Vedas are like cows. And who is Bhagavan Sri Krishna? Bhagavan Sri Krishna is a Dogdha. Dogdha is one who milks the cow. Milks the cow. Meaning, the entire Vedas are the cows. All the Upanishads found in the Vedas are the cows, and Bhagavan Shri Krishna brings out the essence in the Bhagavad Gita. The entire scriptural wisdom, the essence is found in the Bhagavad Gita. And the Vedic teaching is threefold. One, it teaches about dharma. Second, it teaches how to do upasana. I'm using the word upasana. How to practice the contemplation of God. Upasana. How to practice the contemplation. How to worship. How to pray. Etc. etc. Now, that is guhyatara. Guhya dharma. Guhyatara upasana. Am I communicating? Are you getting? How many of you have heard the word upasana before? Yes, so that's okay. All of you have heard. How to worship? There is a method of worshipping of the Lord, is it not? How to worship? That is guhyatara. Secret, greater secret. And here what the Lord says, guhyatamaṃ. The greatest secret I'm going to teach you. Meaning, knowledge is the greatest secret. And that is how the Vedas have got karma kanda, upasana kanda, and jnana kanda. Jnana kanda is the Upanishads. The Lord says, I am going to teach you that knowledge whereby you can see yourself to be one with me. As the Upanishads describe, tattvamasi, aham brahmasmi, ayam atma brahma. In this way, the Upanishads describe your real nature to be one with that ultimate consciousness, the Lord. You are not a simple, just a human being. Human being is only a shell. But in truth, you are higher than this body. Neither a man nor a woman, but that which illumines you being a man or a woman. Neither the body nor the mind, but the consciousness that enlivens the body and the mind. That is you, and that is the Lord. You will come to know your real nature. This knowledge I shall give you. Pravakṣyāmi, I shall explain. Why? Anasūyavē. You see the word? Idaṃ tute guhyatamaṃ pravakṣyāmi. Pravakṣyāmi, I shall explain. And he qualifies Arjuna as you are anasūyavē. Anasūyavē? You don't have any asūya. Asūya. Understanding, ununderstanding, is it not? In English, understanding, ununderstanding, opposite. Asūya, anasūya. It is a negative of asūya. What is asūya? Asūya is to find faults where there are no faults, which is a wonderful quality that we all have. How is he? I don't know, but I think he's a crook. Yes? When I look at him, when I look at her, I think she has something hidden. Something is there. All that smile is not smile. Don't be cheated. There is something. Why? Look at the nose. The nose is long and pointed. That itself tells there is something to be. We are such suspicious people of even goodness. Arjuna is a straightforward person. Arjavat Arjuna. And anasūyavē means one who doesn't have this fault of seeing defects where only good is. Kuneshu dosha darshanam asūya. In goodness, to see faults is asūya. Somebody comes and shouts at you for no reason. How do we react? How dare? How dare? You know who I am. I can be careful of your words. But anasūyavē, that person, you know how he reacts? Maybe his mood is not good today. When one finds reasons to forgive others, it shows a large-heartedness. When one finds reasons to hate others, then that shows the smallness of one's mind. Can we have a mind that excuses the faults of others? Can we have a mind that hates not, that cavils not? Anasūyavē is to tell, oh Arjuna, you belong to such category of rare human beings who can love others, who can forgive others, who can see beyond others' weakness and see in truth that they are pure, simple, noble, good beings, even though they seem like rakshasas. Usually you will find people who are just rough, rude, brash. In their hearts they are very soft, kind people. That roughness and that rashness and that brashness is a covering to hide their own weaknesses. Don't be carried away by the exterior. See through, see beyond, see behind. Such people are anasūyus. It's a very rare quality. Such people become leaders because they can carry everybody with them. Arjuna was a leader. Anasūyavē. Look at that. The beauty of Arjuna's personality, Bhagavan Shri Krishna captures in this one word, anasūyavē. So if you want to study this 9th chapter and take the benefit out of it, what you should be? What should we be? Anasūyavē. Shall we practice this value? How do we practice value? When somebody shouts at you for no fault of yours, smile. Why? Anasūyavē. Can we try this? No, Swamiji, don't give us advice how to be in our life. You just tell whatever you want to tell and go. Do you want that? You're not telling anything? Shall we be anasūyus? Are we going to practice it? Yes. Arjuna, you're an anasūyu, and therefore I am going to give you this knowledge. Meaning, you have got that purity of heart whereby you will be able to comprehend what I say. A person who lives a wonderful life, he is qualified for a spiritual life. Spiritual life is not for the dull, the dreary, and the so-called withdrawn. So-called withdrawn. Be proactive. Be proactive. But be pure. Be noble. Arjuna, you are that, and therefore, you being, and this is indicative of what we call in Vedanta sadhana chatushtaya. How many of you heard this word sadhana chatushtaya? Good. Those of you who have not heard, there's a book called Tattva Bodha which deals with this. You can see that. Arjuna, you are a qualified aspirant, and therefore I shall give you this great knowledge, which is a great secret. And that knowledge I shall not give you just as knowledge per se, but I shall give you vijñānasahitam. Please see the book, those of you who have the book. Idaṃ te guhyatamaṃ pravakṣyāmyanasūyavē jñānaṃ vijñānasahitam. What is vijñāna? Jñānaṃ vijñānasahitam. I shall give you knowledge, but I will not stop with just giving you knowledge. I will give it to you along with vijñāna. I will give it to you along with vijñāna. Nobody can give you vijñāna. You have to get vijñāna, because vijñāna is direct experience. Vijñānaṃ aparoksha anubhavaha. It is direct experience. So when the Lord says, I will give you direct experience, means what? The Lord already has got direct experience, isn't it? But what he means is that even though it is Arjuna who has to get the direct experience, but Arjuna, I will not stay content with granting you knowledge. I will stay with you till you have an actual experience of it. I shall guide you. I shall take you. I shall push you to the beyond. This is a promise of a teacher. To give knowledge is one thing. To help the other person experience it is another thing. To give the knowledge is a pandita. Pandita, a person who is well versed, can do it. But an acharya, a guru, they should not stop with just giving knowledge. They must help the student also experience it by staying, helping, giving those tips, and assisting in their own personal self-realization. In the court of Akbar, there was Birbal. Akbar Birbal. One day, to Akbar's court came a very proud, arrogant academician. And he said, King, I travel through countries. I visit many lands, meet great scholars. And when I get a chance to come to countries, and when people say that there are great ministers, courtiers, I visit them also. That way I have come to your palace today. And what I'm going to show you is something unique. I have traveled many countries. Nobody could find out what these things are. And with great fanfare, he opened his bag and took out 3 dolls. All the 3 dolls alike in every way. Now all that I say, King, is one thing. It's up to you to accept the challenge or not. It's up to you. Either you or your courtiers, your ministers, if they can find out what is the difference between these three dolls, I accept defeat. If not, the kingdom accepts defeat. It's not a war, king. It's just a defeat in knowledge. Do you have wise people here, king, who can accept this challenge? In case no, all that you have, if you accept the challenge, is to give me 1,000 gold coins and I will go. But if you accept the challenge, and if nobody is able to find out what these dolls represent, what is the difference between the dolls, then, O king, you must also honor me as the one who has conquered your land by knowledge. Akbar looked here and there. He took the dolls, looked at them. They all looked the same. Nothing different. Painted also same. 3 figures of human beings, same figures, no difference. Akbar looked at all. None of the courtiers came forward. Birbal, king, can I have one night alone with those dolls? Of course, you can have. That wise man who had come, so-called wise man, said, tomorrow morning I will come back and return the dolls, and I will tell you also what is the difference between the dolls. So Akbar Birbal took it to his home, showed his wife, say, look at these 3 dolls. She also looked. What is the difference? They turned upside down, nothing. She looked very carefully, and then she found, there is an opening in the ear, 1 ear. Immediately, she said, good, water, water, water. She brought water and put the dolls inside. The moment the first doll was put inside, the water which went inside started coming through the other ear. Wow. Let's put the second doll and see. The second doll, they put the doll inside, and the water came out of a small opening through the mouth. Second doll. Third doll, the water went inside and kept going inside. Birbal said, that's good. Got it? Got it? Next day he went to the court and said, King, I found out the difference between the 3 dolls. And I know the significance also. Let's call him. He was also called. The entire court assembled. The king asked Birbal, come on, explain what are the dolls. King, the doll 1 is a very third-class student. Third-class student is the adama. Adama. Doll 2, the second one, is a madhyama, is a mediocre student. And the doll 3, this one, is a uttama student. That academician who had come there, that scholar, Is it true? Yes, that is true. But how did you find out? King, there is a minute hole. The doll one, you took a thread there and put the thread inside that, and the thread came out of the other. This is a type of the student who hears and nothing goes in, it just comes out. Jnana gone, jnana out. Nothing has happened. The second is a student, jnana goes in, but that jnana is only for para upadesha, for others. You know, from here I can see certain things which you can't see. Usually husband and wife sit together. In the talks and all, sit together. Sometimes what happens, when we say something, that lady, she will do like this. And I know what is happening there. She is telling him, this point is for you. Do you think it will end? After some time, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, the man is also carefully listening now. He will do like this. And that's to tell, now this is for you. Both of them are listening not for themselves, but for the other. The second doll is a madhyama type of student. Whatever the person is listening is only coming through the mouth. The third doll, whatever goes inside, it transforms the person totally. The knowledge goes deep within and affects a transformation. A pandit, a scholar, will be able to teach, will be able to explain, but it takes a guru of the highest caliber, an acharya of the highest proficiency, to enable a student come to actually experience that knowledge, which experience is not just jnana, but is vijñāna, vishesha jnana, the special knowledge. Arjuna, I shall not just give you knowledge, I shall make you enjoy it. I shall make you experience it. I shall make you actually come to feel it. Not only am I going to say you in your real nature is nothing but me, but I shall help you see and experience for yourself that fact. Jñānaṃ vijñānasahitam. But why should I know this? Yajjñātvā, after having known, mōkṣyasē'śubhāt. Mōkṣyasē, you will become liberated. You will become free. Free from what? Ashubha. Shubha, auspiciousness. Shubha, goodness. Ashubha, opposite of that. Inauspiciousness. And what is inauspicious? Other than auspicious. But what is auspicious? If you understand what is auspicious, inauspicious will be clear. Auspiciousness is fulfillment. Inauspiciousness is like emptiness. Auspiciousness is a completeness. Inauspiciousness is a sense of insufficiency. Auspiciousness is a restfulness. Inauspiciousness is a restlessness. Auspiciousness is joy. Inauspiciousness is sorrow. Auspiciousness is deathlessness. Inauspiciousness is death. Auspiciousness is all that is good. Inauspiciousness is all that you want to reject. Yajjñātvā mōkṣyasē, you shall be liberated from all that is inauspicious. In other words, after knowing this, you will become liberated from samsara. We use the word samsara. The word samsara represents this inauspiciousness, this realm of transmigration, this realm of continuous change, this realm of discontentment, this realm of being happy, sad, happy, this kind of continuous movement and change. After knowing this, you will reach a complete fulfillment. You will never feel any want. Yajjñātvā mōkṣyasē'śubhāt. Shall we read this verse together once? We'll all read together, okay?
śrībhagavānuvācha idaṃ tu te guhyatamaṃ pravakṣyāmyanasūyavē jñānaṃ vijñānasahitaṃ yajjñātvā mōkṣyasē'śubhāt.
Now once again the whole meaning in just one or two lines. Idaṃ tu te guhyatamaṃ. This knowledge is indeed very, very rare. Pravakṣyāmi, I shall explain to you. You being anasūyavē, one who doesn't find faults. And this knowledge I shall give you, not just as knowledge, but with an ability for you to come to actually experience it, knowing which you shall be liberated from all inauspiciousness, meaning you will be liberated from samsara. Okay? Those of you who have studied Vedanta before, a little more, you will find the Anubandha Chatushtaya here. Those of you who have not studied, don't be concerned. If you have studied, you will find the entire Anubandha Chatushtaya. Adhikari, Vishaya, Sambandha, Prayojana. Who is Adhikari? Anasūyavē. One who is fit for this knowledge is Adhikari. What is Vishaya? Jñānaṃ. The highest knowledge of the self. Jñānaṃ. That is Vishaya. What is Prayojana? What is the result of this knowledge? Mōkṣyasē'śubhāt. You shall be liberated from inauspiciousness. And what is Sambandha? Pravakṣyāmi. If you know Vedanta, okay? If you are not studying Vedanta, don't be concerned. But certain hints also I will give you for those who already studied something. Okay? Now, praising this knowledge further, the Lord says, second verse.
Rājavidyā rājaguhyaṃ
Rājavidyā rājaguhyaṃ
pavitramidamuttamam
pavitramidamuttamam
pratyakṣāvagamaṃ dharmyaṃ susukhaṃ kartumavyayam rājavidyā rājaguhyaṃ pavitramidamuttamam pratyakṣāvagamaṃ dharmyaṃ susukhaṃ kartumavyayam.
Rājavidyā Rājaguhyaṃ. Now you see how this chapter gets the title. Rājavidyā. Rājavidyā. Vijñānāṃ Raja. It's a king of all knowledge. One meaning. It's a king of all knowledge. He's the highest of all knowledge. What makes you think it is the highest of all knowledge? Suppose in dream, I ask you some questions. In dream, okay? So let us imagine we are all in dream now, okay? Dream, huh? Now I will ask you some question. What is the largest continent? Those of you know, please say. Asia. Dream, examination, this question carries 10 marks. So you are going to get now 10 marks. Okay? Next question. What is the largest river? Largest river. Nile is the longest river. Swamiji, why should we worry about all those things? No, dream. Dream examination paper. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Oh. And some questions are difficult. Km4 plus H2SO4 is equal to, I don't know. You don't know. Acetaldehyde plus formaldehyde is equal to, I don't know. Some questions you lose, some questions you get. But whatever marks you get in your dream, still it is in the dream. Whatever knowledge you have in the dream is still in the dream. You know what is the best knowledge that you can ever have? Is to wake up and know who you are. Yes or no? Yes. No, Swamiji, my dream is so beautiful. What? I just now got married. In dream. Whatever be your experience in the dream, even if it be the greatest of all joys, you won lottery ticket, and then suddenly you became a millionaire, billionaire, anything you have. It is a dream. The best knowledge that you can have is to wake up and know who you are. All the physics, all the chemistry, all the botany, all the zoology, all the mathematics, all the physics, etc., are all in the dream. Which now we are in. And the dream, mind you, will be real when you are in the dream. Yes or no? When you are in the dream, will not the dream be very, very real for you? Yes. But when we wake up from the dream, we understand this whole thing that we experienced was but a dream and does not have the reality that the waking has got. In the same way, now all of us are living in a dream. What dream is it? A kind of dream. It is not to tell the dream, it is not to be understood the dream in a very literal sense. What we mean is that there is a higher reality possible. There is a greater experience of ourselves possible. In that dream, in that waking, what happens? When you wake up, the dream ends totally, is it not? But here it is not like that. When we wake up from our sense of individuality into the higher sense of what we are, I suddenly understand I am not just this person, but I am everybody. It's like a wave understanding its real nature to be water. And the moment the wave understands itself to be the water, what is its experience? Its experience is, I am all the waves, I am all the bubbles, I am all the breakers. I am all the tsunamis. I am everything. This sarvatma bhava. What is the word I use? Can you all tell me? Sarvatma bhava. Sarvatma bhava, all self-feeling. Today what is our feeling? I am only this, is it not, for all of us? Who are you? I am here, such and such name. Today is my birthday. We have a very limited understanding of ourselves. But the moment we wake up to our real nature, we see that I am everything. Sarvam Brahmamayam. Aham Brahmasmi. All right? So, what Bhagavan Shri Krishna says is that this knowledge is the best of all knowledge, Rajavidyā. Why this is the best, this is the highest of all knowledge? Because knowing this knowledge, you come to know the truth. All other knowledge is the truth in the falsehood. And the truth in the falsehood, however true it may be, still it belongs to the set of falsehood. Rather than using the word falsehood, I can say it still belongs to the realm of transactional reality. It doesn't enjoy that ultimate true reality. It is only vyavaharika satta, not paramarthika satta. I shall give you that knowledge which can give you the actual truth about your real nature. And therefore, this is the king of all knowledge. Sometimes it is also called as Rajavidyā because kings had this knowledge. Whether it was Sri Rama, you know the Yoga Vasishta, you find Vasishta teaching this knowledge to Sri Rama. In the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, you find Janaka having this knowledge. Ashwapati, Manu, great kings of yore possess this knowledge. Actually, this knowledge was with the kings. It is the kings who taught this knowledge to others. If you look at the Upanishads, you will find this. In many Upanishads, you will find kings are the gurus. Why? To accomplish great things, you need great knowledge. Kings with multiple responsibilities, with great things to accomplish for the nation, with larger goals than themselves, living a life of dynamism, hard work, planning out, doing smart things for the welfare of the totality. Such people possessed this knowledge because it helped them to accomplish those great goals. To accomplish great goals, one needs great strength. And great strength comes from wisdom and clarity. Since kings required to accomplish such great goals for the totality, kings were given this knowledge. And the one who has this knowledge, he is the strongest of the strong. In Bhagavad Gita, in one of the places, Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, such a person will not be shaken even by the greatest of misfortunes. Gurunapi na vichalyate. Even a very, very mighty suffering will not shake the person. people who want to accomplish higher things in life, not live like worms and die like flies, born today, dead in the evening. You want to accomplish great things, you get this wisdom. Kings had this wisdom. Rājavidyā. Two meanings I have given you for the term Rājavidyā. One, highest of all knowledge. Second, the knowledge pertaining to kings. Arjuna, you too require to accomplish higher things in life. I shall give you this knowledge. Rājavidyā. Rājaguhyaṃ. Rājaguhyaṃ. Guhyam also means one meaning. Guhyam is secret, which I have already explained to you what it is. Guhyam also means gopaniyam. Gopaniyam, protect. That which ought to be protected. So, when we say Rajaguhyaṃ, that which you need to protect in your life at all costs. You can lose anything, but never lose this knowledge. Because it is this knowledge which is going to stand for you in times of trouble and tribulation. If you lose this, you become weak. Rajaguhyaṃ. Rājavidyā, rājaguhyaṃ, pavitramidamuttamam. Pavitramidamuttamam, idaṃ uttamam pavitram. Idaṃ uttamam pavitram, this is the purest. Uttamam, uttamam highest. It is the highest purifier. It is the highest purifier means what? All your negative tendencies, all the ignoble wishes and wants, all the selfishness which springs from our sense of individuality, all of them will be put to naught the moment we understand who we are. Living as a body, living as a mind, we live lives of petty wants and paltry wishes, unable to fulfill them and living a life of sorrow and dejection. The moment we understand, I am one with the whole cosmos, the whole world is nothing but me, and I am one with the whole world, where is the negativity? Where is the selfishness? This is the highest knowledge which can at one go bestow us with all goodness. Pavitramidamuttamam. Then pratyakṣāvagamaṃ. Look at the word. Pratyakṣāvagamaṃ. Pratyakṣāvagamaṃ means you will experience for yourself. It is experiential wisdom. It is not intellectual wisdom. Certain things we can appreciate with your intellect, that's all. We cannot use it for transforming ourselves. This is transformative knowledge. That is the meaning of pratyakṣāvagamaṃ. This knowledge, therefore, should be used for transformative purposes. Pratyaksha. Pratyaksha means direct experience. Avagamam. Avagamam means it should be known directly. It should be known directly means what? It should not be known as something. It should not be known as an object. It should be known as a subject. This knowledge must be subjectified, not objectified. What is this? Tumbler, glass, whatever you want to call. But then, who am I? That's a little very different kind of question, isn't it? Who am I? Will you look, where is it? Where is it? Who am I? No. Who am I? Immediately you go inward. This knowledge you must subjectify. Pratyakṣāvagamaṃ. Don't worry. Susukhaṃ kartum. Look at the word. Susukhaṃ kartum. You will come to understand it easily. It is no difficult. Don't be frightened by the big words which are used, Arjuna. It is very easy. Oh, very easy means not of great use. No. Avyayam. Its fruit is endless. Easy to do, but full in its gain. Kingly knowledge, kingly secret bestows you the purity par excellence, a transformative wisdom, easy to do, exemplary result, and above all, dharmyaṃ. Dharmyaṃ, dharma is essence. The essence of anything is dharma. What is the dharma of sugar? Sweetness. It's the essence of it. What is your dharma? What is salt's dharma? Saltiness. What is your dharma? It deals with that. It deals with your essential nature. In this way, Bhagavan Shri Krishna glorifies the knowledge in 2 verses. And in the next verse he tells what becomes the loss if you do not get this knowledge. And then from the 4th verse onwards, he goes direct into this knowledge, which we shall take up. The 3rd verse onwards we shall take up in the session tomorrow. All right? Shall we read this verse once? Rājavidyā rājaguhyaṃ
pavitramidamuttamam pratyakṣāvagamaṃ dharmyaṃ susukhaṃ kartumavyayam.
Shall we conclude? We'll do Purnamada. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.